Hey guys, how's it going? It's Dankoni here and welcome back to Overwatch. So, we've had a dev update from good old Jeff Kaplan, and it's about the Winter Wonderland event coming up, and it is definitely going to start on Tuesday the 12th of December. Tuesday next week, in other words. And it's going to be interesting because last year we had May's Snowball fight, which, okay, was a bit of a letdown, shall we say. It wasn't the best of modes. It was fun, you do 2 or 3 games and get out of it. But that's returning, right? You're also going to get a new mode. It's going to be May's Yeti Hunt, where 5 Mays go up against 1 Yeti by the name of Winston in his lovely Yeti skin. And yeah, he goes around collecting steak or meat or whatever, and he builds up his meter, which is basically his ultimate. Once he has got enough meat, he activates Primal Rage. He can destroy the maze, and he needs to destroy a certain amount of maze and he will win. The maze have to basically destroy him with their abilities when he's not in Primal Rage. That's what I'm gathering from it anyway. So that's going to be interesting. I'll probably play that when I do a stream and whatever and see what that's like, and I'll do a video on it and all that jazz. But we've also got some other stuff we've got to go over. Jeff has teased some skins. Yes, Jeff's been teasing skins again. Oh dear. And to be quite honest, they could have been put right in front of our noses, right? He has teased 3 legendary skins that will be coming with the Winter Wonderland event. 2 will be for Junkers, so one for Junkrat, one for Roadhog, and the other will be for Hanzo. Interesting, he's also said there's obviously more skins coming, but he wants to leave us with some surprises for that day. This is interesting, this is very, very interesting, because there is a spray of Junkrat and Roadhog from last Christmas. And if it is the same thing, then that's going to be an interesting skin, let's put it that way. If you know what I'm on about. But this Winter Wonderland event is going to be very interesting. It's also going to have, obviously, the map updates on King's Row and Hanamura, which will have the snow and all that, and the Christmassy themes to them, but it's also going to do that on the Black Forest arena map as well, which is then going to host May's Snowball fight for this year. It's nice, it's kind of going down the route that Junkenstein's Revenge did, where it's like May's Snowball's fight's been slightly tweaked, but on a bigger level. Junkenstein's Revenge and the Halloween event, it gave us Junkenstein's Revenge, and it gave us Junkenstein's Endless, which gave us a bigger hero pool, and obviously an endless mode. I don't know whether anyone, I don't know how, what the furthest anyone got was. The furthest I ever got was about to bonus wave 5. But this takes it a step further. This extra mode coming with the Winter Wonderland event is completely different to May's Snowball fight. Instead of just like an additional like an add-on to the original event, it's a completely different event, so you've got like 2 different modes, if you see what I mean, instead of a mode and an add-on of that mode, or an expansion of that mode. This isn't an expansion of May's Snowball's fight, this is a completely new mode coming. Also, I want to see that Diva skin. I want it. I want a Diva skin, Blizzard. She hasn't had one since the anniversary. She didn't get one for Halloween. Come on now. You've got to give it to me. I can't imagine she's going to get a Chinese New Year one, because she got one last time. So surely she's got to be due one either in this Winter Wonderland event, or the big update that's coming in early 2018, where we will be getting the Nova Widowmaker skin, Blizzard World, is it the Crusader Orisa skin, loads of skins like Doomfist, Roadhog, Orisa, Widowmaker, amongst others. I think there's a Torbjorn one as well. which is based around other Blizzard games in essence. But I do want to see a D.Va skin. How would that D.Va skin manifest itself though? There was a pretty good idea on the Halloween event, which I saw on the forums. I think it was either on forums or on Reddit or something, where someone has suggested making D.Va's mech a pumpkin, which I thought was a pretty good idea. And I thought that whether that might sneak into perhaps the 2018 Halloween event or something, we'll have to see. But how would a D.Va skin manifest itself at Christmas? I really don't know. It's something for Overwatch's designers to be very creative with. I'm sure they will be. But yeah, this has kind of been me talking about the news that's going on at the moment. Obviously, we've still got Overwatch League pre-season going on. I believe the day this is going out, which is Saturday, is the last day of that. Yesterday would have been the match between London Spitfire and San Francisco. No? Yes, it is San Francisco Shock, isn't it? Yes, it is. I haven't watched that yet. I'm recording that 2.5 hours before that starts. You can work out when I'm recording this exactly. Anyway, also we had some interesting results because London Spitfire lost to oh my god, he's forgotten. That's ridiculous. I'm going to look this up on the video right now. That's ridiculous. That's stupid ridiculous. Overwatch League. Come on, dude. I do know that Dallas Fuel beat the Houston Outlaws, but it was a very close game. Very close game. I watched it. It was an incredibly close game. And it was really interesting to watch. As was the London Spitfire game. Both of these games went to 5 maps, which is pretty insane. I'm just going to find out this score because it's a bit stupid. The LA Gladiators, that was it. Yes, London Spitfire lost 3-2 to the LA Gladiators. Seoul Dynasty beat Shanghai Dragons 4-0, we kind of expected that. The LA Valiant beat San Francisco Shock 3-2, and San Francisco Shock beat Florida Mayhem 3-1. Dallas Fuel beat Houston Outlaws 3-2. And New York Excelsior beat Boston Uprising 3-1. So they're kind of results you'd expect, because a lot of people are expecting Seoul Dynasty, London Spitfire, New York Excelsior, and Dallas Fuel to be up there amongst those top 4, right? They're also expecting perhaps Valiant and Shock to maybe have a go at them, and they're expecting perhaps the Mayhem, Shanghai Dragons, the Houston Outlaws, and Boston to be further down. But what this tells us so far is there is not much between these teams. There's only there's 3 teams that were beaten there's only 1 team that was beaten comprehensively, and that was Shanghai Dragons. But they were playing Seoul Dynasty. They were playing Seoul Dynasty. It's, you know, you've got to expect that, I suppose. With players like Rouge Hong and that, I mean, their level is absolutely insane. They're one of the favourites, if not the favourites. So, then you get the next tier of like the Florida Mayhem, Boston Uprising, who were beaten 3-1. They obviously need a bit of improvement because, yeah, Boston Uprising were beat by Excelsior, but San Francisco were beaten 3-1 by Florida Mayhem. Now, Florida Mayhem weren't expected to be a big challenger. So, what these results say so far is this could be a lot closer than people were expecting. But again, you've got to kind of take it with a pinch of salt because this is pre-season. There's a lot of building to do. With London Spitfire specifically, they are 2 rosters merged. They are, I believe, C9 Kongdu and GC Busan from Korea merged together. And what they did in that match is they swapped the 2 rosters in each game, and it's kind of weird. And they've said they're not going to do that in the season. It's kind of going to be mixed up, but for now they're going to do that. So there's a lot of stuff still to be worked out before January, the season kickoff. But Saturday, December the 9th, The games that will have already been played by the time this video goes out will be San Francisco Shock, London Spitfire, Seoul Dynasty... San Francisco Shock versus London Spitfire, Seoul Dynasty versus Houston Outlaws, and Shanghai Dragons versus Boston Uprising. Those will have already been played by the time this video goes out. Coming up after this video comes out, which is 7 o'clock GMT, then 9 o'clock, then 11 o'clock. In order of the LA Valiant versus the LA Gladiators. Ooh, that's going to be a match. LA versus LA. Florida Mayhem versus the Dallas Fuel. And Seoul Dynasty versus the New York Excelsior, which could also be a very tasty match, might I say. So yeah, there's 3 matches after this video comes out. Then there will be... that'll be the end of the preseason, and we won't see any more Overwatch League games until January the 11th. Thursday, January the 11th, when you have the season kickoff, which is looking pretty cool if I do say so myself. But that is going to be it for this, kind of a bit of a roundup video, because I didn't really want to do a gameplay video, so I thought let's talk about what's going on right now. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a like, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you in the next video. See you then.